welcome to a brand new How To Cosplay, and I haven't done one of these in a very long time. So it's good to be doing them again, that's for sure. So today we'll be talking about Sacha Dhawan's costume for playing the new incarnation of the Master. Now, this is going to be a particularly fun one because I really like the colour purple, and I really like the costume that Ray Holman put together, and again, I like purple, and I think that's been well established. So obviously, when I saw the costume, I was like, I have to make this. I have to do this. I have to buy it. I have to do it somehow. I need to wear this. So after about 3 weeks of basically solid research, and by research I mean late night eBay searches and lots of copious amounts of luck, I managed to put this together. So I'm going to be breaking down my cosplay of the outfit and giving you guys recommendations of where to get your own version of the outfit itself. So without further ado, let's get to it. So let's start with the coat. So the coat I actually got off a site called, well, not a site, an app called Depop. Depop is basically for clothes selling. You can sell really anything on there. Sometimes you'll find a lot of stuff on there that isn't sold on eBay. Like, for example, I've heard people buy various Paul Smith shirts on there, ones that Peter Capaldi himself has worn, and they are particularly rare, so you can get some really lucky finds on Depop. In terms of how I found this, well, this one is a Marks and Spencer's coat. It's a wool coat with cashmere in it as well. So it's very nice. It's very soft. So I like, and for the price I got it was a steal. That's another good thing. You'll find expensive items for much cheaper than they should be. And again, that's something that eBay does as well, and that's very nice. It's very nice to have a bargain. But again, I digress. So this one is it's a purple overcoat. You want to be looking for a purple overcoat of sorts, and make sure you want to see the shade of it and everything, and see if it aligns right, because some could be too dark, some could be outright too bright. I would say when you're searching as well, don't be gendered. Go gender neutral when it comes to your searches, because you'll find plenty of ones that either men's or women's coats that will fit the bill. So you really want to just widen your search perimeter as far as you can. Just search either purple coat and be prepared to go through a lot of searching, or purple overcoat. You might miss out on a few. I found this one by just searching purple coat. So it's really, keep your searches broad. It just takes a bit of legwork. But yeah, and I really like how this one came out. I replaced the buttons, but I will get into that bit later. So next, we have the race coat. The race coat is one that I got from Dobell. Now, Dobell is a suit site, men's fashion and all that. And Sacha's race coat that he wears is a very bold dark blue and rust check pattern. And that one is a particularly hard fabric to locate. I don't think it has been ID'd yet, as of the time of filming anyway. So probably the only people who know it are probably the Doctor Who production team and the brain of Ray Holman. So it'll be interesting to see if the actual fabric gets identified, because then maybe someone will do a run of the costume itself, or someone will replicate it entirely, like Magnoli or Baron's Boutique. It depends on who goes where. So I replaced the buttons on this particular race coat and the coat, because in the pictures Sacha has got silver shank buttons, and these are basically, they're just made to stand out really, and they give it a bit more of an older edge. And so that was one of the first things I did. So no race coat will really come with these sorts of buttons, so I found these through eBay. I typed in silver shank buttons, and I chose a Celtic design because I felt that was best fitting. So that's really what you want to do if you want to put in that element of detail. I mean, it's not really necessary if you don't want to, or you don't know how to sew. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's just something if you want an added bit of detail. That's all it is. So I did the same on the coat as well. So if how many buttons that you have in the coat that you get, replace them all. So moving on from that, we're talking about the trousers and everything. It's all a matching pattern, so we'll get to that in a second. But the race coat on Sacha's has an added detail, and that is the lapels. So it was very, very difficult, nigh impossible, to even track one down that has the appropriate pattern and the lapels. This would have to be custom because I don't think anything like it really exists. So what I did, however, is a bit of a cheat, but I think it works all the same. So I'll unbutton this and you can see what I've done. So I'm an 11th Doctor cosplayer as well, and one of my favourite outfits, and the first How to Cosplay I ever did was based on the 11th Doctor Series 7B outfit. So what I've done here is I've utilised the 7B Nightmare in Silver racecoat, and I've actually used it to form the basis for the lapels on it. And make sure you tuck it into the trousers to make sure that the bottom of it isn't visible, because it's a straight edge as well, so it would be visible. So that is something that you can use. Or if you have any lapelled racecoat, like if you're a Day of the Doctor 11th Doctor cosplayer, you might have a racecoat that has suitable black lapels. So that's really, to complete the look, you just have to wear that as a second layer. You may get a bit warm, but cosplayers, we tend to dress warmly in warm weather anyway, so it's a sacrifice that some of us are willing to make. But it's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you as well. If you don't know where to get this waistcoat, then you can get it from eBay or a place called Obsidian Clothiers. I know Magnolia do a version as well, I think, maybe. But I would recommend the Obsidian Clothiers one mainly because the lapels are bigger. And that's the look you want to achieve. Anyway, moving on from that, we have the chain. So this chain is a pocket watch chain. You can get these from eBay as well. You want one that's 30 centimeters. Generally, that is the best length to go for, is optimal. And it just clips in, really. So just unbutton that and you can see how it's clipped in. Just move forward there. There you go. It just goes through the buttonhole and you can still get that button through it. It's really quite miraculous. But it's a nice, real added, authentic touch as well, just for make it a bit of a period piece. So moving on from that, we have to go to the lower half now, and I'm getting this little stool over so I can demonstrate it to you proper. So, the stool's not big enough, is it? Well, there we go. So, I got these socks. So I got these socks from Amazon. They're unisex knee-high socks. I didn't want to take any chances because with the trousers you have to roll them up. Again, these are from the same place. They're the dark blue rust check ones from Dobell. So yeah, you want the purple socks to really be the bold standout of the piece as well, because they're one of the things of the costume that is absolutely unique. And I really like these because I never thought of doing purple socks with my Doctor's costume, so I'm low-key jealous, but low-key glad at the same time. So it's a nice way to differentiate, isn't it? But yeah, so, and also the shoes are kind of loafery. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this. It must be an easy way to do this rather than creating my own leg. But at the same time, there you go. Of course, this is easy, isn't it? So you want something like that. There we go. And you can probably find that in your local Clark store or any shoe store or shoe selling website that you come across. And finally, one of the more minor aspects of the costume, but at the same time, it's a centerpiece, the shirt. The shirt I got was a royal blue short sleeve one that I found on eBay. It's one of the cheaper ones. And I just thought that was the right shade because no one's ID'd that one yet. Again, this may age horribly, but at the same time, I'm just giving some general hints. The screen accurate shirt may be a bit on the pricey side, and I like to keep things for a budget when it comes to my how-to cosplays. So, of course, you just need to. I'll post the link in the description, but you just need a dark blue one of these, and everything else is covered up really. So, don't need to worry too much about it. So there we have it, my how-to cosplay of Sacha Dhawan's Master. I really love his portrayal of the Master as well, I have to say. He's very, very much impressed me. He has got supreme acting ability and is just electric on screen. He really is, and I can't wait to see more of his Master. I hope he comes back soon. I hope he comes back for the finale. For hopefully wearing this as well. Otherwise, that would be a little bit strange. But yeah, honestly, Sacha's done such a fantastic job with the role, and if he's before Missy or after Missy, well, we'll see. Probably all time the whole Gallifrey arc, which is cropping up with Series 12. So can't wait to see how that's all wrapped up. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this how to cosplay, and if you need any questions or anything, if you have any questions or if you need me to answer anything, feel free to comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So until next time, see ya!